Hey, all my friends, relatives, and cousins. This is the Hawkeye, Leon, and I'm bringing you today another very good video I think you all will like. I'm with my good friend, a great guy, Craig. And Craig is going to come on the video in a few seconds, in a few minutes. And we're going to discuss what we do every week concerning trading. Now, Craig and I also go way back. We go back to our basketball days. We go back to retail. We go back, we both do real estate in the same area, and we collaborate and talk about our strategies on that. And of course, we do our trading. So I think you guys will like this conversation that Craig and I had. Remember, this is for educational purposes only. We're not trying to sell you on any stocks or anything. We just want to show you what we do in the trading and investing world. So sit back. Oh, as a matter of fact, the first 3, 4, 5 minutes, we're just talking stuff. Nothing about trading, pretty much. So if you like to fast forward, just fast forward to about the 4 minute to 4.5 minute mark. For those of you that are not patient enough to listen to all of our mess, and then you can start listening to our strategies. So without further ado, let's get to Craig and see what he's up to. All right, all right.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes,
There
sir.
he is.
You're not ready for me, Leon. You're not ready for me yet. You're not ready yet.
I
So
don't think so. I don't think so. You know, you know something, Craig, it's the same on the basketball court. I was never ready for you.
but you know what? I was telling my buddy the other day. I said, I really wish, man, my goal the last few years, I would love to get back to playing basketball, but these knees just ain't cooperating, bro.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, yeah. No, we don't need to elbow anybody, to push
Nope.
anybody, because as soon as we try to push somebody, we fall down.
That's right. That's right. No, and like I tell everybody, I said, I don't know what financial position you guys are in. I can't afford to be hurt. I tell guys that that's my
That's right.
thing. Like, I
Right.
can't afford to be down. Maybe y'all got something else going on. I can't afford to be in the hospital. I can't afford to be down.
That's right. That's right. If
All
it's
for
not
a
all
pickup
for a
game,
pickup,
Leon.
at this point in our life, Craig, it's not worth it. He can't.
No,
No,
nope.
maybe we'll get into pickleball or one of those type of
I
things.
want to. I
Yeah,
like that. That looks like a good sport for me too.
me too. Me too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking, we competitive, man. So, I'm still trying to work out, man. Hey, I want to say your vitamins are fantastic too, man. I want to tell you that. I like them.
I'm glad you do. Yeah, like I told you that I've been taking them for 20 years, and
Mm,
the liquid gets into your system so much faster. And
yes.
I'm glad. I'm glad it
What else do you have? Do you have
worked
anything that accompanies
for me.
that?
Yeah, yeah. No, I really don't. That's just a multi-purpose liquid vitamin.
Hmm.
Years ago, I used to sell a multitude of vitamins, the capsules, the
Yeah, I
magnesium,
remember. Yep, I
none of
remember.
that.
Yep.
But then I just boiled it down just to the liquid vitamins that want that. And then I send people to a place called VitaCost, and
Okay.
you can get your vitamins, other supplements there at
Okay.
much better cost. And I'll text that to you later if you need it.
Are they liquid too?
No, they just have everything. They may have a
Okay.
liquid vitamin, but I never, of course, tried or look for them. But the
Hmm.
other supplements that we have in our cabinet, like the magnesiums, the B12s, and
Yes.
different other supplements we get from there because they're good
Okay.
price.
Yeah, send
Yeah.
that to me. I like to check them out because I know, like I said, my wife's potassium was pretty low, and she just had her blood work this week, and it went up like a point one, but
Mhm.
it needs to considerably go up because, as you know, most of us are deficient in potassium. That's a very hard
That's right.
supplement to get into your system and stay at a sustainable level.
That's so true. Yeah. So I'll send you that information
Okay.
because you and I have traveled the same road for what,
Hmm.
20, 25, maybe
A
30
long time,
years?
hey, long time, brother. long time.
I tell you. And you're the one that, look, we're doing our real estate. We're
Yes.
doing our real estate together. And
Yep.
in different
Yep.
stuff, we're doing so many similar things.
The
And then
same time frame. I was selling vitamins, you were selling vitamins. I had my salons and all of
that's
that
right.
stuff. You were always there for everything from the one on 61st when I was a kid. When
Man.
I was at C'est La Vie, Lovey's old salon, when I bought that from Lovey. Remember that?
Oh, from Lovey. Oh, yeah. I forgot about it. Yeah. So that's been a long time,
Yeah.
Craig.
So when I bought that salon from Lovey next to Kenny's Ribs, and
Sure
then,
did.
had that for some years, and then we went to the one where Lisette used to work with us on what is that, 73rd and by the
73rd and 10th. Yep.
yeah,
Mhm,
yeah. When I
mhm.
redid that whole building and I bought that.
You sure
So
did.
yeah, you've been around a long time, brother.
Bruh, you right. So let me ask you this now. What are we doing today? Do you want me to show you? This is why I set it up for the weekend.
Yes.
You want me to show you my setup? Is that what I'm doing? Oh,
Yeah, I want to see your strategy. I like because we always learning, Leon. We
yeah.
always learning.
Yep.
And when you gave me the parameters to it, I said, well, I want to see. I'm
Yeah.
always learning. And I know how
I know you.
detailed and um how can I say this, how disciplined you are. So I'm always intrigued with other strategies, but I still try to stay with mine. But I'd like to know what your strategy is because I can always incorporate different things into my strategy.
Exactly. You can tweak it a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
And even
Yes.
this strategy that I'm going to show you that I'm doing, I tweaked it from somebody else.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
and you tweak everything. So I'm going to show you. So you don't have, are you happen to be on Thinkorswim, or you don't have to be?
Of course I am. We're always
are.
on Thinkorswim, Leon. Hey, that's what we do. And people don't realize that's what we do on the weekend. That's what we do.
That's what we do, Craig. Greg, that's it. Well, I'm going to share my screen with
Okay.
you.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it, and I'm going to show you this first. Okay, there you are. I purposely did not touch anything from Friday.
Okay.
I left it like I left it when I finished trading on Friday, because this is exactly what I do over the weekend, and that's what we're going to do together. I'm going to show you what we have. So
Okay.
another thing, do you happen? I have this. I use this as a stock option trading journal.
Yes, I have a couple journals that I have let me show you mine. Mine is super cool. I got one. I got a nice day trading journal. I can do futures and options and everything with this one. And I got a couple tablets, but for the most part, I have a like a tablet that I write all my trades and everything in.
See, I don't have to tell you that. When I'm doing some of my videos and Zooms with other people or first timers, I tell them to have a journal, and I tell them to have a pad right by their desk so that they can write down their trades while they're in their trades and they know what they're doing. Okay, so we're straight there.
Before you go on, Leon, another thing that I really would love to incorporate, and I know you've probably thought about it as well, man, I really want to start recording my trades, brother. I really do. I really, because I know guys that record them and they review them and they take the notes off the recording.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, where as soon as they log on, when they get in a trade, they press record, and you're able to see it real time instead of like reviewing a piece of paper and going back and putting numbers and lines. That recording is just incredible.
Well, you know something, now that you mention it, I'm going to do that. We should both do that.
Yes.
Independent.
Yes.
I'll do that myself come Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to record my trade through Zoom.
Yes.
And hit record, and I'm going to sit there, and then I can edit it just to cut down. If I want to show the video to somebody else and put it out there, I'll do that. Because right now, you and I are on record. And then I'll edit it afterwards to put down just the basic stuff that we talked about. I'll try to edit it best I can.
Excellent.
So that is, I've been thinking about it, and then when I sit down come the mornings, then I don't go to Zoom. I go right to my trading platform like I am now, and I just don't record it. But you put it on my brain, I'm gonna do it come Monday.
Yep, and that's why I said that is so key. I had one guy, he used Tradeovate, and he records all his stuff, and he said, man, when I started doing that, it was a game changer, man. Just for even education of what you're doing, educational purposes to share with your students.
That's so true. That's so true. So Craig, again, you come through in the clinch, just like that jump shot you used to put up.
Hey, believe it or not, I had them hops. Leon. I had them hops, bro.
I know it. I know it.
I had them hops, which allowed me to get my jump shot off a lot easier than most because I can get up way over you no matter how tall you were. I can get up over you. But that, as you know, that's real hard on your knees and you get tired of jumping like that on every time you shoot.
That's true. And we all grew up playing outdoors. I played outdoors too over the years, when 14, 18, 20 some years old, you're playing a lot on concrete.
That's right.
Over the years, that can get to you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I used to try to get to the set shot. Like as I get older now, when I shoot around, I try to do drills. You know how you go in the gym and do your drills that you've been doing. And I try to get up on my jump shot, and it's just it's tough.
Oh, yeah. It's tough when you're 100 years old now.
You're right. Get there. My goal was to dunk again, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. I'm gonna get that out of my mind right now.
Right. If we were 98, maybe we could do it, but at 100, forget it.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. All right, man. I ain't gonna interrupt you no more. I'm a student now. Let me go ahead and be in student mode real quick.
No, you're good. So now what I'm doing, I go to my daily chart. And let me bring it up to where we are currently. Here we are. Now, this is the SPY. So I've been trading primarily the SPY. I haven't been looking around to do too much else. This keeps me hopping pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm on this, and you can see all of my levels that I had in from last week or from Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now what I do, I'm going to go, since it's going to be the beginning of the week, I'm going to my weekly. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to get rid of all the levels that I had, support and resistance lines that I had from last week. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Getting rid of all of these. So we're going to start with a fresh slate at the beginning of every week.
Okay.
Now let me know if it's something that this is something similar to what you're doing too, a little bit.
Yes. I always look at previous day high and low, the prior day high and low. That's always on my chart all day. That's pretty much it. Plus the moving averages. I've transferred over into really price action. That's it. Price action and support and resistance. Because that's all you really need, man. You don't need nothing else.
You don't really need nothing else. So I'm not really telling you anything new. I'm just, like you said, showing you that we pretty much are probably on the same page.
Right. Now, but hey, act like I don't, I'm like I don't know anything. I'm the blank book. Now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When you right click on your screen. Now you can go to remove old drawings. Do you want to remove all of them instead of one at a time?
Let me see. Not all the time. No, I don't.
Okay, got you.
I don't.
You want to leave some.
I want to leave some.
Got you.
This dotted one here, I want to leave, and I'm going to show you why in a few minutes. And this dotted one, I want to leave. So those other ones are all temporary, but these are everything else is. I just follow through for the next week.
Yep.
And the next day. So in this particular case, of course, I'm looking at this bar, and I'm going over to, remember up here, up here, to see how high did it go last week. And last week, it went as high as 510.13. So this is my weekly line. It went to 510.13. Okay. Boom. So now you see it popped up there.
Right. Yep.
How low did it go? As we used to say when we went out, how low did it go?
That's right.
on Friday last week, the low last week was 493.56. So this is my low. My weekly line. What did I say? 493.56. I think.
Yep, 493.56.
Yep, 493.56, and I popped that one into place. Okay, so there it is. So now I've got my high and low for last week. Now I go down to the daily. So I'm already in place for our daily. And we see that as of Friday, it started dropping. But now the high of last Friday was also, I think, the same, 5, 10, 13. So I'm gonna move my dotted line. So that's how I differentiate. Everybody does it different. My weekly lines are solid. And my daily line, support and resistance, are dotted.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha. Okay.
So I can tell what I'm looking at. So I know the difference. Okay, so now the high for last week again was 5, 10, 13, and that's going to be equal to the weekly high. 5, 10, 13. We'll put that in. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna move the name and the price level to the right. Okay, so we see that they're both, the weekly high and yesterday and Friday's high were the same.
Yep.
You got it. Yep, you got that. And then now the daily low is 507.10. So I'm going down to my dotted line here, 507.10. And now there we are for that. I take it one step further. Friday's close was, let's see, the Friday's close was 507.85. Okay. 507.85. And you see, that's why I left that dotted lines in there. That's
right.
So all I have to do is change the numbers. So 507.85, and since Friday's low was lower than its high, I'm going to change the color to like a reddish.
Okay.
So I can see the difference. Okay, so we know that that low was low, and then Friday's opening was 509.27. So the opening right here, 509.27. And that was the open. And there we have it. So now we're all set so far. That's how I'm looking at it from the daily and the weekly perspective. Okay. Greg, I'm not showing you anything new.
No, you are. Hey, I'm brand new, don't know nothing. So I mean, I enjoy it because this is what we like, Leon. So this is I've been waiting all week. I've been waiting anticipating the day. So I'm just a student, man. I'm just listening.
We both love this. We both love this. We do. So now I trail down to the on 1 hour. So now I'm gonna close this down, Craig. Okay, so that's done. So now I'm on the 1 hour here. Now this is where we talked about this briefly when you came by. We talked about the good old line chart.
Yes, sir. This is where the gold is right here. This is the gold.
This is where the gold is. So now it's a 1 hour line chart, and it's a 1 hour candlestick chart. And I'm looking at them side by side. So we can see our support and resistance and our turns in the market so much easier over here on our line chart. For me, it's easier to see and to visualize. So now, let me open this one up. So seeing this, we can see these actual turns. So this is why these other dotted lines, Craig, that I have in during the course of the day or during the course of the week are all temporary, because I can put this resistant line up here. And I know that if it goes back up over this and over my opening from the previous day, we may be looking at calls.
Right.
Or we could take a quick one, and then this is showing resistance right here at my yesterday or Friday's close. It's showing that if this reverses and goes back up to here, maybe makes a slight pullback and continues on, we still are looking at maybe calls. See that? Yep. Yeah. So this is so much. And then, matter of fact, look how this support line right here on the 1 hour is lining up over here.
Yes, it is.
So it may break right here if that holds, and then continue down for some puts for us.
Now, are you still looking at, are you confirming it with closing below the lines or above the lines? How many candles are you looking at if it closes above that you're saying, hey, you know what, I'm going to call?
Okay, that is such a great question, and I'm not pulling your leg. Let me show you now. Now we're going to the other two charts that I have up. So all four of these charts are the SPY. So they could all be whatever, Apple, the ES, whatever you're doing. But all four are the SPY. So now I'm going to take these down. Come Monday morning, just before the market opens, I'm literally going to be in a 5-minute chart here, a 5-minute chart over on my line chart. And because I want to get in and out real quick, once it starts giving me a direction, I'm actually going to be, especially when market opens, Greg, because you know there's a lot of volatility when the market first opens. It's just doing all of this. So I want to give it, sometimes we have to give it 15 minutes to at least shake out. Sometimes some people will say a half an hour or more.
Yeah, a lot of people say that half hour, 15 minutes, just to get a clear market direction.
To get a clear market direction. And I've learned over the years, and you probably see it too, especially right after the weekend, because you had 2 days of who knows what happened Saturday and Sunday. So this is also going to be now a 15-minute chart. Okay. Because we know that even looking at it right now, and the reason it's gray is because these are overnight extended hours. This is through the weekend. Okay. So now to answer your question, you asked, well, how many bars? Let's just look at this 5-minute bar. How many bars? I have been tricked, and I know you have too. You take a bar like this, you see it's breaking down below the low. We've seen it go a little bit lower, and we jumped in. And as soon as we do, it pops back up on your butt. So the answer to the question is, I try to always wait now, since this is a pink bar, I'm waiting till I am actually waiting for a green bar to show up. I hope that answers your question somewhat. I'm waiting, and I've done this, and I've made mistakes. I see this pink bar, and then I see another pink bar, and I'm in. And that's when they get me. So I am literally waiting. I don't care. And that's where that FOMO comes in, that fear of missing out, because they bring you down. They're bringing us down on this 5-minute chart, 5-minute candle. And they'll try to bring it down a little bit more. And you automatically will click the button to buy that put. And that's when they fake you and go the other way. So I want a green bar first. I want this to go down, maybe another pink candle. Then the next 5 minutes or so, I want a green bar to show up. And then I'm going to place my put order below the green candle as opposed to below the pink candle. Got it? Yeah. And if it doesn't,
so you wait for the retest. You wait for the retest all the time.
I wait, and that's have been over the years. It's been that's where the discipline came in. And
Yep.
that's where at first hitting that button so fast has screwed me so many times that I said, I got to wait for the retest. Now,
because it has to turn into resistance, right? It has
that's
to,
right.
in order to confirm it has to, the candles, it has to test that
Yes.
resistance or turn into resistance.
It has to. It has to. And
Yeah.
if it doesn't, I'm now so comfortable, and you are probably too now, or you're making yourself comfortable where if you miss it, you miss it. I'd
Yep.
rather miss and not lose any money than try to jump in and just because I want to make so much money. I'm more conscious of how much I could lose as opposed to how much I could make.
Well, the problem I have sometimes, and that's why I like your system. The problem sometimes I have with trading these dailies, trading these short-term scalps, you want to get the best price. And a
Right.
lot of times, if you don't catch it, anticipate it, all you need is, you don't need that much to make a lot of money.
That's
You
right.
just need a little bit. So sometimes
That's
you wait
right.
for that retest, you're paying too much for it. Sometimes if you wait, sometimes depending on the candlestick. See, that's why I start kind of reading candlesticks, and my volume is kind of, if I start that red candle going down,
Yeah.
if I see that volume increase to me or decrease there, when I see that candle decrease, I'm looking at, okay, that's a decreasing volume. That may be sign of a reversal. If
Right.
that volume candle is smaller. So if I look at that candle and I compare that candle's volume to a big candle almost the same size, and that volume is different,
Yeah.
buyers are stepping in. But guess what that volume is telling me? If that volume doesn't really change and is decreasing, look how big that red last candle on the 5 minute is. If that volume is decreasing on a huge candle like that,
Yeah.
you might be looking at a reversal. So if it doesn't retest and turn into resistance, then it's coming right back down. So that's what volume does for me. Volume is showing me I can get in a little early because it's telling me it's switching over from sellers to buyers. But then now you want to wait. Now you want to wait. Now I'm talking about reversal, not a retest. So we're talking about two different type of trades. But that's what kind of volume keeps me. I can get in a trade a little bit earlier just by reading volume.
And see, that's where everybody, I mean, there's no right or wrong. You and I talked about this for 100 years. There's no right or wrong. But I'm going to tell you this. For me now, this is where the line chart comes in.
Okay, this is what I want to know. About. This is it.
Because, okay, so look how clear over here this 5-minute line chart is. Look how clear that sharp turn down is. It's not that clear over here on this candle, but that is so sharp. So now if it does a sharp reversal, it's got to go. Let me just move this slightly just for the purpose of what we're talking about. Let's talk right here. Now if you got a reversal, it's got to break back and head back.
That's it. Yes.
See?
Yes.
So it's got to do that. And on top of that, sometimes they may trick you on that because it's below my 9 EMA and it's still below my 20 EMA. So now they may come up and touch this and then take it back down. So
where's your stop? Where's your stop on that trade going? Where's your stop?
So you're assuming that I got in. You're saying,
yes.
Okay, Leon, you got in on this bar, right? I got in. So you're saying I'm in, right?
Yep.
And you're asking me where the stop would be. All right. The stop, without hesitation, my stop is, this is where I got this from Oliver over the years. 1 bar.
Yep.
1 bar.
Yep. 1 bar. You darn right. 1 bar.
In this case, I'm pointing to my line chart, which is the same as this bar on the 5-minute candle. If I get in and I do chase it down without a green candle, I'm out if it breaks back up and closes above that 1 bar. Man, I'm showing you this, and we're talking about this at the beginning of the week and beginning of the trading day at 8:30 in the morning. But actually, as the day progresses and we get past that 15, 20-minute period, I am changing this 5-minute Now I'm operating really on 2 minutes.
Mm, mm.
And look, 2 minutes, and I didn't know this because I just doing all of this just to show you. I didn't know. So on this overnight thing, this is a perfect example. So now on the 2 minutes, you're going to get that green candle. So now that's why I have so many lines sometimes that I take out at the end of the day. So using this as an example, now if it goes up and breaks back down past that green candle, Oliver Velez type theory.
Yep.
I'm in. And still, this one bar back here is going to be my exit point. Now, also down here on the 15, I possibly have smooth sailing all the way down to the 200.
Right.
This is my 200 EMA. And then a lot of times it will bounce off of that 200. So I'm going to hold that trade all the way down to here, see what it does. If I start seeing green candles show up, I'm already in profit from this good, nice drop. Then I'm just cutting. Take it.
But Leon, this is my next question. Just like I said, I'm a newbie. I don't know nothing. I'm gonna ask you this is because I don't know.
All right.
Are you looking at? I know day trade. That's why some people get get mixed up, like me. Sometimes now, we're going against the overall trend. We're going against the total overall trend. Do you still using the 200 as a take profit? But the strong trend, is up. I mean, 100%. That trend strong is. That mug could turn around and roar up. Ridiculous.
Oh, okay. This is what I figured out. Now you tell me what you think. The trend, you and I both know we make so much money with an option or with futures contracts quick. So in that particular case, you're going with the trend of what you are currently trading. You are right. The overall trend is up. SPY is up like a big dog.
Yep.
But that doesn't mean it's not going to pull back $2.
That's
so
true.
This may be considered a small pullback on a daily chart. That little $2 is a pullback on a daily chart, but it's a good put for us because we don't plan on standing it no longer than a day, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and we're done. So we counter trend. We went against the trend, but the trend is, we're not going against the trend on our trading charts. The 2 minute is down because it's below our moving averages. It's down because it's below the 200. But if we switch back to a daily chart, like you said, you hitting it on the head. See how long it takes to open up. Open for me. Okay. See, the trend, you are looking at, the trend is up big time.
Yeah.
That does not mean we can't do puts for 15 minutes.
That's
that don't mean we can't do see, that's that. I hope that answers the question.
Right.
And that's where it was confusing me too, because if I'm basing my trades off of the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, and I see that trend up, naturally you're going to always want to do calls. And your mind is not set to do puts.
Right.
So I automatically forget about what the daily, because see, let me go back. Let me go back to the 2 minute. Here's our buffer, Craig. Here, let me open it up. Okay. See, that's the purpose of putting in our lines. And see, we know these are daily levels. So even though the trend is up on it, this is yesterday's high. Look how low it is on a 2 minute. So it's got to go all the way back up, in which if it does and it breaks some of those resistance points, we can go in for a nice call all the way up. But if it doesn't and it continues down, we've got nothing but puts because it's not even breaking yesterday's high. So that's what I'm looking at.
But see, that's what scared me about last week. Even though I was short, um, for about 3 or 4 days, I was short, and I was only short because I was looking at what was really happening throughout all of last week. You know, everybody thought the world was going to end, but I knew NVIDIA was going to carry the whole market. NVIDIA was going to
Yeah.
carry the whole market with it because just what it's been doing over the years anyway. My
Okay.
biggest thought process was, how do you get in a stock
Mhm.
that is not giving you really any pullbacks? I mean, you almost have to go to the 2 minute in order to even see a pullback, because you're not gonna see it on no higher time frame. You ain't gonna see it.
That's it. So if you're not seeing it on the 2, and you're not definitely won't see it on the 5, and won't see it on the 15. So in that particular case, then you have to run with it, because
Yeah.
let's just say you're looking at the 15 and a 2. If that 15 is pink or red candle dropping, and then this reverses, which is going to turn that to red, then you just chase that 15, and maybe your stop is still in the same place. It's below, above the 15-minute candle, which is the same above the 2-minute candle in this particular case. So you're not going to lose any more or any less.
Right.
So that's how I see it.
Do you move your stops to break
Is
even?
that what you were thinking?
Yes, exactly.
Once I get enough into profit, or I see the profit, I don't want to move my stop. And I've done that. Of course, we both have too soon, because now I may only be up 50 or $100, depending on the number of contracts.
Right.
And then I move my stop to break even. It comes back, stops me right out.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's just that one bar.
Yeah.
But I still rather sometimes be out at break even and then just immediately jump right back in.
Jump back in. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a skill. Think about how many times as a new person, even over the years that we just out. The professionals will tell you, jump back in. You're not out. You just got to, so what? You got stopped out at break even. Jump your butt back in. That ain't nobody telling you can't get back in and get that money.
That is, Greg, you hit it right on the head. Now, this is, tell me if you're doing this too. This is what I had to move to. Over here on my trade, right here, I have puts and calls. I'm ready. I'm ready for both of them. Had you set yours up kind of like this too?
Kind of, sort of, but
if you haven't,
I took it a step further. I'm actually in the contract chart. I'm in the chart of the contract. So I can see the chart up. I can get in where the actual chart is. That's the actual call. I can see that chart. I love that. That is, to me, that was a game changer for me when I can actually see the call and I can see what it's actually doing.
That is so true, because I'll change it. That's why right here, I purposely have them unlinked, so that when I change my contracts, this is my puts always down here and my calls always up there. So when I change these contracts, I don't want my charts to necessarily change right then. But when I do want them, then I will also make them the same color. And my SPY is under yellow. So I would make this a yellow also. And then here it is. It'll change
There it
me
is.
to.
That's the contract right there. Yes, sir.
To the contract. Yeah. So that way I can see the contract and I can also see the candles. But I'm learning, if I see too much, I'm confused too. So for the most part, I don't switch to the contract itself, because once I'm in a trade, whether it be a put or a call, I write it down. So if I get in the trade at 55 cents, I'll write it down, put at 55 cents. I'll put down as much as I want to lose. And usually it's no more than $25 per contract.
Right.
That's me. So with 25, so I'll subtract 25 cents from 55 cents, bring us down to 30 cents. So if that contract brings us down to 30 cents, that's where I'm going to be out anyway. That's the most I want to lose.
Right.
And so now, let me open this up here. Let's see, we got it. Let me just do this. Okay, get this back set. So here, locked in here. Okay.
I like how you got that set up. You got to call, you got
So
everything set up on the side.
I got everything set up on the side.
I like
and
that.
now
I
I'm
like
going to
that.
get rid of this because this was from Friday.
Mhm.
Thank you, bro. See, now I got rid of that. So that put is gone. Now I'm going to unlink this because I don't want that to change, and I'm going to link this one to yellow.
Okay.
And then now
Yep.
let me get this set up again. Okay. All right, so now I'm set there and I've got my contracts in place. Okay, so now I've got my contracts in place.
Mhm.
And I'm going to get rid, I did already, I got rid of this. So a SPY, and then I can go to the contracts over here, as you know. And then I usually go, you and I talked about this. I'll go one day, I don't have to do 0 DTEs necessarily. So Monday's going to be the 26th. Close this out. So it'll probably be, that's another 2 days. It'll probably be this particular contract. So yeah, so it'll close, that contract will be close out, expire on the 27th.
Right.
And then, of course, I'll put this in. I'm just using this as an example. This is how I put mine in. Okay, wait a minute. Over here a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to, this is say I'm going to deal with this for calls. I'll keep. Okay, so that one for calls. Then I go back over here. So there it is up here, Craig. Got my call in place. Now I unlink it. And then now I'm linking this one to my yellow.
I've never done, I like this. I've never done it like that. I've never done, you got the call already pulled up. So when you hit it, you on the call, you're on the bottom, you're on the puts. I love it. I love it.
Oh, brother, thank you, thank you. So now, yeah. So now I'm going back. It's yellow here. I'm going over to whatever contract I'm figuring. I try to make them pretty close at the beginning. So that whatever the delta is. And you see, I just have bid, ask, volume, open interest, and delta. That's all I need right now. So then I put it in just to say here. Okay. Going over, move it over to my yellow puts. Come back. All right, we are ready to go, as they say. We are ready to go. Now I'm going to unlink that so that doesn't change up on me. And I'm going to bring this over here where I'm pointing back to a chart.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching Craig and I. We hope you got some information and something out of this. We know we talked a lot of technical stuff, but the more you get into trading, the more you learn, the more this stuff will start to become secondhand. So keep watching, keep learning. Share this with your friends, your relatives, and so forth. This video was actually, Craig and I talked for about 2 hours, and I condensed it down to those 40 minutes. So again, thank you all for watching. Save this video for future purposes when you get more and more into trading. Have a great week, great day, and you'll see me soon with another video.